starting. Let's let it start up.
Hi guys.
Let's see what people are coming in. What's going on? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for joining us for another
Hi,
week.
Sophia. How are
doing?
you?
Another week of Cinema Club. This is our weekly movie club that we talk about movies. This week we're super excited to talk about Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
Let me put the comment up here.
I can't wait to talk.
So, explain to people that have never been here,
Absolutely.
Alice, about what we're doing.
Thank you for the opportunity to talk.
Please.
Teasing you. So this is a cinema club, and it's just like a book club. We decided to, since we're watching a lot of movies every week, so we decided to might as well just share this experience with our fan. So this is just a cinema club. We're watching a movie every week, and we decided to streaming on Monday afternoon, 3 p.m. and
Yes.
discussed our thoughts, our experience, our what else? Like our opinions, everything.
Yes. Shout out to
So-
everybody coming in the room, and for people, I mean, this is my channel, so I guess people know me as an actor, and I am an actor. Shout out to all the Avatar fans out there. Honor. Zuko here, Dante Bosco, and I've been an actor for over 30 years. In front of the camera, I've been behind the camera producing for about 10 years now, and I just finished directing my first film, Fabulous Filipino Brothers. So we're filmmakers. In theater, I produced a lot of theater over the years too, even before I started producing film. And then Alice, let the people know who you are.
I'm an actress. My background started an actress when I was in 18, 17
From
early
where?
age. From in China. And I shot a lot of action films, drama, high school drama, whatever. I always cast it as mean girl, even though I'm not.
You are the mean girl. I've seen some of your Chinese work, and you're definitely
Mean girl.
you're mean girl.
And a lot of action.
No heart of gold for this mean girl. Can you be that mean girl with a heart of gold? I'm like the mean guy, but with a heart of gold. I come at the end, and I come and redeem myself.
Of course, absolutely. Thank you for the writers.
The film I saw, you did not read. You were just mean.
No, you just saw the partially.
You smashed a girl's face into the desk.
Okay, yes. Thank you for mentioning that. And a lot of action films, and I still
Some
practicing.
people said Alicia Hayes Studios said I'd love to see your films, Alice.
Oh, absolutely.
Shout
I
out
would
some of
love
your films.
to. I
Some
would love
some
to
teenage
show.
films and
It's
some
just
dramas.
teenage drama, and then you can find from since China doesn't have a Google, so we have a different platform called Baidu, so you can just search Alice Rahmatullah or my Chinese name Bahaguli Rahmatullah. I mean,
Yes.
So
Give
you
them a film that they should watch of yours. That's the one I
it's
saw.
Switch. I'm really honored to be like in my acting career. I always work with amazing people. So my action film, I'm honored to be. I'm not sure you know Andy Lau, which is a famous Hong Kongese actor. So I work with him, one of my action films. So you guys,
What's the name of it?
Switch.
And then what's the movie I saw?
That's called. I don't want to translate it in English.
Well,
because
just say
this is
there might be
it is
some
with-
Mandarin speaking people out there.
It is in Mandarin. It's called 青春荷尔蒙.
That's a hard one.
Can you repeat it? 青春
Chingchuan?
荷尔蒙.
Caramel.
Good job! High five.
I'm not really great with Mandarin, but there could be anyone speak Mandarin out there?
I can spell Chinese. Oh my God.
I know. You can
I'm
look up
sorry.
Barhagul.
I will post it on my Instagram.
Yeah, follow her Instagram and you can see her stuff.
Yes.
You should watch some films. We're gonna get to more foreign films in Cinema Club.
We should.
Just because we're all watching movies and we watch a lot of American classics, which is great because I'm American, but there's so many great films around the world, and we'll get to some of those also.
Absolutely, we should. And well, I'll go back to our topic: Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing. I'm so excited to talk about
Dancing.
this movie.
I can't wait to talk. After I watched this film, I never ever felt alive after this, especially this few months.
Okay.
To be honest.
Okay.
And then I'm honored to be work in 2018, like right after I graduated my master in producing. I work with a production company called Threshold Entertainment. It's also the partner of Special Entertainment, Michael Lloyd, who's music
music
supervisor
supervisor in this
and
film.
Dirty Dancing.
So you're connected to the production team of this film too.
I connected to a degree. What do I know? At that time, I have a fresh out of the boat. I was like, no idea. And then later on, I realized it. But I realized that they produced and the music supervisor did the music and Dirty Dancing. I was like, oh my god, that's the film. It's just the iconic classic film. And yesterday, after I watched the film, I text Michael. It's like, I just want to say thank you.
You texted producers out here?
Yes, I did.
She's name dropping people out here.
No, I'm not. I think
hey, it's great. It's awesome.
I just want to say thank you to him because Dirty Dancing,
Cognac
without the
in the house.
music, it is not Dirty Dancing. Do you agree?
It's amazing. The music, the whole movie put together. I'm going to let you talk about it, then I'll talk about it. People out there, someone said they want to get your ad. It's at Alice Rehematula, REHEMUTLA.
Oh my god, you got so close.
So good. I don't know. Alice Rehematula. That's right.
Yes.
But keep going. Keep going.
Thank you. So I take some. It just feels like slightly like warm, and I just want to say thank you. I'm pretty sure the producer, Jimmy Einer, which is he is the executive producer as well in Dirty Dancing. He's an amazing guy. He never ever he doesn't have any social media. He doesn't watch social media, but he never accept any interviews. He's a godfather for Dirty Dancing, which is also a producer partner of the company I worked with. And then Michael Lloyd, if you ever ended up watching this video, I would just want to say thank you to you because you're the music supervisor of this film. It's just a legendary work.
Yes, and you work closely with Larry Kasanoff.
I work closely with Larry Kasanoff, who produced Mortal Kombat. We should watch Mortal Kombat.
We should. But was he involved in this film too?
No, he didn't.
He wasn't, but that's his whole crew.
That's his crew, and then he's partnered up with Michael Lloyd, which is a music supervisor on the Dirty Dancing, and Jimmy Einer. He's a godfather for Dirty Dancing. So
awesome. And
that's what I wanted to say, and I just want to say thank you to those people.
This movie was so wonderful. I think when you suggested we should watch this film because we've been watching a lot of cinema classics and some really dark stuff and heavy stuff, and even for times like now, very political stuff from Network or dark stuff from A Place in the Sun. And then she was like, let's watch Dirty Dancing. I was like, I haven't seen that movie in years. And my memory is, this movie came out in 1987, and I remember being a kid watching it, and I loved it because I was a dancer. I loved the film. But then, I also thought of it as being kind of cheesy. It's kind of a cheesy dance film.
How come you fall in love with this?
And my memory was it. And I remember the soundtrack because me and my brothers and my sister, we grew up dancing to all those songs.
Soundtrack. And
going back to watch it right now, it was literally a joy to watch this movie. Absolutely. And I'm sure a lot of you guys out there might have watched it this week. It's really a joy to watch this film. And I came out, and now as a filmmaker, as a writer, producer, director, and you're watching the film, you go through so many notes on different things, and we're doing indie films, and it's literally a perfect film. Like, I'm watching the film and how all the story ties up, and yeah, there's a happy ending, it's very Hollywood-esque, but there's so many political undertones, there's classism, there's racism, there's family stuff. It's a female story. It's when you go back and you look at it.
Only female story shot by female perspective.
Right.
And then I'm not sure you watched it. I'm pretty sure you watched it. Netflix just did the movies Made Us.
Yeah, so there's a lot of information there.
So this is the first episode. It's said Dirty Dancing, and they mentioned that this film, the script at that time in 1980s, everybody didn't get it because all head of the studios guys, and then they read the script. They didn't understand this perspective because this film written by women told the story by the woman and shot it by woman perspective. So it's just I'm
interested to see how people in this time have seen it because now it's very regular to see a film with a woman lead and women's stories.
Yes, we're
At
getting
the 80s, it was, it was dominated by things like Top Gun and Footloose
Exactly.
and things of this sort, where it's like all these male-dominated stories. And this is a really beautiful story about a girl and her family. And I mean, there's things in there that really, especially for the 80s, was very controversial, like abortion.
Abortion, that's illegal at the time.
Still illegal certain places right now, all over the world, especially and also in America. So it's not not unillegal now, you know.
Still illegal.
But we want to give a shout out to definitely the director, Emil Ardolino, who killed it. It was the dance movie writer, Eleanor Bergstein, of course, an amazing cast. Would rest in peace, Patrick Swayze, I was a big fan of Patrick Swayze growing up from this film, Dirty Dancing, because he was a dancer. I was a dancer. Things like Ghost and Roadhouse.
He was shooting this film. During this entire film, he has a knee injury.
Yeah.
So the last scene, they shot it like, I mean, 15, 20 times he has to jump from the stage.
Very physical to go through dance movies.
And then he has a knee injury at the time. It's like amazing.
And then of course Jennifer Grey, who's Baby. Shout out to Jennifer Grey. Amazing. I think, you know, it's iconic, you know, the character of Baby.
You know, interesting things at the time.
No one puts Baby in the corner.
I like that line.
Everyone does.
A lot of people said, a lot of like head of producers like that, like a lot of people didn't get it. Why are we casting Jennifer
Grey? I know. I think it's a story that people have talked about over the years. Is like she's not conventionally the Hollywood pretty leading.
Not the Hollywood type. The pretty woman, not the sexy, not the beautiful, not the attractive.
She is a beautiful and attractive.
Of course she is.
She's really cute, but she's not like
Hollywood tip, you know?
Yeah, she wasn't like the drop dead, gorgeous,
yeah,
like who you would think to star in the movie.
Yes, but guess what? They said, this girl, if we make this girl in this baby role, everyone can relate.
Right.
Everybody can relate. Everyone can see themselves for this girl.
Right.
Because ordinary, beautiful, cute, but not like attractive, like really like typical Hollywood type of the like girls. Ordinary, a cute girl who fall in love with this bad guy.
I think she's
this
like
bad guy
every woman, every girl.
Change himself.
Bad
boy. Change himself for this girl.
And the dancing was spectacular, and the music was spectacular. But I think it's a good time we'll start bringing some people in.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm gonna check out the questions, but if you watch the movie this week and you want to come and talk, and we want to talk to you guys, #dance, and we'll bring you in right now. I'm gonna look at the questions. #dance. Yo, Caitlin Sepoya say hi Danielle, to make my friend's day. What's up, Danielle? How you doing, Danielle? Cicey Gordon says, how's your day? So far the day's been great. And let's go to some people. Dance. Do we see people? Dance. #dance, and we'll bring you in.
#dance.
All right.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people watch this film.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Let's see. We're trying to get people in here. I can't. I'm not. Hold on a second. Can you touch that and see if you can get someone in there?
I can. Let me do it.
Try. There you go.
Boom.
Let's go.
All right. Let's bring.
First up.
Call me Matt. That's our.
A good friend of ours.
Good friend of us.
Oh,
Madeline.
I'm the first.
Hi. You're first up, man.
Hi,
guys.
guys.
Top of the list, so we're like, it's time to call
I know. Wait, before anything, guys, we should be dancing.
Exactly.
I don't know about you, but I spent the entire morning listening to the soundtrack of Dirty Dancing while washing my dishes. You know, quarantine life. I spent majority of my day washing my dishes, and I was like shaking my booty. I love the energy that Dirty Dancing is giving me right now.
She's been listening to it all weekend.
I've been listening to non-stop.
And I'm
over again.
And I'm glad you guys caught the movies that made us. So last night we were talking about it, and I really thought that, you know, it would be perfect for you guys to watch it. There's also a lot of other films that are featured there, and it's amazing because we are all in the film industry and we're making films. So
let me just shout out for people that don't know who Madeline is. Madeline is one of my really good friends. One of my best friends from Manila. She just moved to Hollywood before COVID hit, but she's as an actress from Manila, and so there's a lot of fans out there that she has out there. But she's an actress and a singer, so that's who Madeline is coming as. So
Hello
good.
sa lahat ng Pinoy na nakikinig ngayon. And then for everyone that's from France, bonjour à tout le monde qui est avec nous maintenant. So
Beautiful.
yeah, Dante, huy,
Yes.
Dante.
Yes.
Dante. That accent.
What did
So
you
Alice
think
calls
about the film
Dante
watching
Dante,
in
and
the
I
new
call
time?
Dante Dante.
Yeah. What did you feel about the film watching it right now, like in a new time?
So honestly, you know, we talk about this a lot about finding connection, and I think like a beautiful way to find connection is through dancing. And I actually have notes if you guys
Oh my
don't
God!
mind.
In here. Okay,
There is
yeah.
a drop some
Yeah,
knowledge.
drop some knowledge for us.
So yeah, I mean, first of all, honestly, like, okay, this is actually from an interview with Patrick Swayze and Barbara Walters in 1988. And he said, everybody dreams that somebody will see into their lonely world, that would see past their exterior and see what they are really like. And I think like through dancing, sometimes, you know, you have that connection where two souls actually connect. Like,
Yeah.
you're not really thinking about the superficial aspects of a person. And you know, I think like Baby and
Johnny
Patrick,
Castle. Johnny
yeah,
Castle.
Johnny Castle, you know, they come from totally different worlds. And dancing is a language. I mean, you're a dancer, Dante, and also
Yeah.
Alice. Even martial art, I consider martial art as a dance. And
Yeah,
I just
totally.
I
think
grew up in
like,
the dance too.
Yeah.
okay,
Yes.
okay, cool. Yeah, and I actually like when I was first discovered, we did training, you know, like we trained in all aspects. And one of my fondest memory was teacher Giselle Hay, my dance teacher. She would say like, you know, I'm not the most striking person, but she was the type of woman that when she walked into a room, she commanded it. And I think that, you know, Baby, she was given that opportunity. And I think like through dancing and actually through a partner can actually highlight and make you feel comfortable in your own skin. And I think like Dirty Dancing kind of like highlighted, you know, embracing your sensuality and like coming of age and being comfortable in your own skin and loving who you are and where you're at. And you know, it's really a coming of age film. And also with the aspect of the father,
Yeah.
the connection, you know, like having Baby, literally a baby who's now a woman,
Growing up.
and having to deal with that and accept that, you know, that the love of a father, you want to always be that little girl for your father, but there comes a time where you discover who you are and who you want to be with. And yeah, it's great. And I love the fact that it was created by two amazing women, Eleanor and Linda.
Yes.
You know, I mean, like, even this day and age, like, you rarely see the energy of a woman on the big screen.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's captured by men. And so I think that's also the beauty of this film, is capturing the inside of a woman coming into her own. And of course, with the support of the director, Emile Ardelino,
Ardelina.
who I guess he also had that feminine touch.
Yeah.
And
He's
yeah,
in the dance world, so he was in tune with the whole dance world and the whole dancing and stuff.
yes. And I went, you know, like when I'm passionate about a film, like I go down the rabbit hole, which is like one of the ways me and my dad connected. We would just like research everything about a film. So I ended up watching a Barbara Walters interview. I ended up watching an interview of Jennifer Grey, and the fact that, you know, she thinks that joy is actually the flow of dance. Like you get joy out of the flow of dance. And I think, you know, she also like, she was honest about the fact that later on in her life, she actually had some plastic surgery done. She changed her nose, and she later on watched Dirty Dancing with her daughter. And, you know, her daughter said, "Mom, you look so beautiful in the movie, but you look different." And she told her daughter,
She's like, I got my nose cut up.
No, and you know, I totally respect her, because her response was, you know, she didn't embrace and love who she was at the time. And I think, like, as a woman, we all go through that, where, you know, we're so hungry for the validation and appreciation of a man, or actually the industry, or proving yourself as a capable, independent woman. And you know, sometimes we don't see what other people see. And I think the magic in the film is how Baby blossomed and became a woman, and how Patrick was able to, like, really, you know, lift her up and put her on a pedestal. And I think that's why the lift became so symbolic, because it's like,
Yes, lift,
right?
a lift. It's magical lift.
Wow.
It's just like legendary. I was thinking like, should I get the tattoo? Should I get the tattoo? Last time I was thought about it, literally, should I get the tattoo of the lift?
Of the lift? You're going crazy. You're going a little too far.
And
But
I think,
I understand it.
yeah, and I think it's the physicality. Sorry, I'm going on and on, but I think it's the physicality of what everyone wants love to feel like, to be lifted and feel like you can fly and support your, you know, it's not necessary.
Do they end up together 20 years from now?
But there is always that person in your life that really helps you discover who you are, you know? Yeah.
I love the insight. I love that you brought up her nose job. I didn't want to bring that up. I'm glad you brought it up.
I mean, I figured
it's important.
And she spoke about it.
It's a part of the folklore of the movie and everything. Yeah. And it has to do with acting and filmmaking and who we are as artists and the process we go through as artists.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the process we go through, like, as artists. Like,
and dancing is great.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you know, another... Oh, sorry. Go, Alice.
Go ahead.
And another thing, you know, after filming the film, actually, Jennifer Grey didn't want to dance in public, like, even like in weddings, or because she just felt like, you know, when she was cast as Baby, she wasn't a dancer, whereas Patrick Swayze was actually professionally trained since he was a child. And so
that dude got on the screen, he was like a pimp.
Yeah, and I didn't know that also.
But don't you think that's the cutest thing ever?
No,
when
she's great.
Nervous and then bring a watermelon. What do you hear? It's like,
I think it's part of the film is her really watching her learn how to do
the chemistry also of him, like, actually teaching her the way. But yeah, later on in her life, she ended up being a contestant in Dancing with the Stars, and she won. And she did it in honor also of Patrick Swayze, because, you know, like, I didn't know they both actually battled cancer, which is crazy. But
Maggie,
yeah, I
dropped a lot of knowledge on us. Maggie dropped a lot of knowledge on us.
She did
We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
I mean, I love films, and, like, I definitely recommend that everybody catch movies that made us. And yeah, I mean, like, there's so much more, like, trivia that I found out. I didn't even know that Patrick Swayze actually has a biopic that came out last week, which is called I Am Patrick Swayze.
Wow.
And it's so crazy. You know what? I was learning about it, and then all of a sudden on Instagram, Amazon put up an ad, and I was like, these people are watching me.
Now you're going down that hole.
These people are watching me.
Well, thank you for joining us, man. We love all the insight. Join us again. I mean, and we'll talk about this film more and dance later on.
Yeah, I totally love films, and I've been secretly, like, watching from afar, and I definitely will join in on some of the films I really feel passionate about. I know that you guys have good ones coming up, and yeah, I just wanted to say hi to everyone and continue, like, I think this is a great time to be sharing passion during this pandemic, and yeah, Thank you for
Thank
having
you,
me.
Mads.
Thank you, Mads. We talk to more. Love you.
Bye.
Okay, take care. Bye.
Bye.
That was Madeline. We're gonna have some
That's
more,
nice.
bring some more
Great.
people in. Talking about dance, I love dance. Obviously, some people out there shouting at my movie Take the Lead, which I love. And dancing is like one of those communications, like music, nonverbal communications, like in sports. It's in martial arts. It's like the highest form. It's like higher form of communication than just talking, and it's really magical.
Do you know the like interesting thing is in China? There's a China like a quote said, "Girls from Xinjiang, which is where I'm from,
Yes.
they before learning to speak, they already know how to dance."
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
nice.
like a quote, like things.
I love dance movies. I'm a dancer. Once a dancer, always a dancer. I see all the Avatar fans out there. I know. Thank you guys for joining in. Shout out to all my Avatar fans. And yes, Cognac Queen's right. I do talk about Avatar on Fridays on my Twitch channel where we do the Let's Watch Avatar party. Today we're talking about movies, but I have love for all my Avatar fans out there. And you see how Matt's talking other languages? You got other languages. I like when people come and speak with other languages because I can't speak any other languages. And when you represent where you're from, it's great. Can you press that again? I can't touch it.
Why do you get pressed?
My touch is not working.
I feel useful.
Uh,
Oh, there it is.
let's
Let's bring
see.
some more people in.
I don't know. It's the top.
Anyone? Yeah.
Simon the Panda. Simon or Simone. Simone the Panda. I'm sorry. Simone the Panda, are you in the house? Can you come in and hang out with us? Again, if you guys saw the movie, you want to join the conversation, hashtag dance and request it. You come in and we'll come grab you. Maybe Simone the Panda is in the house.
Let's see. Internet is gonna fail.
Simone the Panda, what's up?
Hello, you guys.
Hi.
Thank you.
Oh, how you doing? Where are you calling in from, Simone?
She's cute.
Okay. Well, I will talk about Dirty Dancing.
You're breaking up. You're
I'm
breaking up,
obviously going to talk
Simone.
about-
No.
What happened? No,
Simone, you're breaking up.
I'm breaking. We're breaking.
Is it us or you?
Is it us?
She's frozen.
No.
Simone, I'm gonna wait one more second. Hopefully, Simone, you're breaking up. Hello?
No, she can't do it.
It's freezing. It's
Freezing.
freezing up.
We can't hear.
I'm gonna try to get you back in.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll bring someone else in. If Simone's back, we'll bring her back in. Maybe hopefully. Oh, now my finger's working.
There
Let's
we
bring.
go.
Let's go. Conrad Bratz. Let's bring Conrad Bratson. Maybe we can try to get back to Simone. Sorry, Simone. I'm gonna try to get back to you after this one.
Hi there.
Oh my
Yo.
God! Are you driving?
So no, I'm in the I'm in the passenger seat.
Oh,
My
great.
mom and dad are
Where are you
driving.
calling in from?
So I'm from Seattle, but I'm like in Spokane on like a road trip since I was just in Montana and Idaho. So
Oh, wow.
Oh my
Road trip this
God.
summer. And are you
Look at
Conrad?
you.
yeah, I'm Conrad. I just wanted to tell you, Dirty Dancing is a really good movie. My mom and dad like watched it with me, and I absolutely love the dancing scenes a lot.
Totally. Is your first time seeing it, or have you seen it over the years?
I've seen it over the years, even when I was like really, really young, and it's always been a really inspiring movie to me, and I just love my favorite character in that is like the girl, because I think that it was really awesome of her to tell the truth and be very brave.
Yes, you were very brave. What is your favorite scene in the movie?
I liked at the end where he got to dance with the girl, and I mean the girl and the guy got to dance, and then she got to work out things with her dad because
Yes, with her dad. With her dad.
and you know I've learned over
It
the
all worked out beautifully. That's great.
yeah and I've learned over the years that it's always good to tell the truth about stuff like that as opposed to like lying and all.
Yes. Yeah. No. That you're right. There's some good lessons in the movie about definitely lying, and then also about the classes and the things going on between the rich and the poor, and how things are perceived. It's really it was an entertaining film on one level, but then also it's very informational and educational on other levels. So that's really beautiful. Conrad, thank you for calling in.
Thank you for calling in.
Good. Have a great rest of your summer and a great rest of your road trip.
Yeah,
be safe out there. Be safe out there. Thank you, Conrad.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
Awesome. From the road trip, Conrad Compton road trip. Shout out to Conrad. Let's see.
Everyone on the road trip is not gonna miss the cinema club.
Let's see. We'll try to get Simone one more
Okay,
time.
let's do it.
Hopefully Simone will be back in the house. Simone, hopefully you're. I don't know if it's your internet or our internet, but hopefully one of our internet will happen. As we're waiting, we'll say shout out to Carla Lacat. Shout out to MK Flies for joining us. Shout out to MRK, Mr.
There
Academic.
it is.
Mathis.
She's coming.
Simone!
Simone.
How are you doing? Oh, hi.
Hi.
What's going on? Share. It's kind of choppy still, but share some concepts you had about the film.
Did you watch the film?
Oh,
No.
Yes, I
Do you hear me?
it's choppy.
It's choppy.
It's choppy, Simone. We tried twice. It's choppy.
Oh no.
Oh,
Internet technology. Please.
it's just we're just having a bad technology
Oh,
day. Well, we can't hear you, but we want to send love to you, Simone. Thank you so much for calling in. We're gonna see if we can get back. Shout out to Simone the Panda.
Thank you for coming. Oh my god.
The internet.
I know.
Let's see.
She must be She probably gonna drop us some knowledge. We missed out.
I know. Let's see. Here we go.
Let's try this one.
Which one you want?
Get it. First
Let me
one.
see,
Let's make it be up.
Nicole Esguenza.
Grabbing people.
I
Oh, here
know.
it is.
Nicole, how
Hi.
are you doing? Good to see you.
Oh, hi. I'm good.
Where are you calling from again?
Westchester, New York.
That's right,
New
Westchester,
York.
New York. She's back. Talk
I'm
to us.
back.
Did you watch Dirty Dancing this week?
I did.
And how did it go?
It was like fun, cause I'll be watching it, and my mom had a huge crush on Patrick Swayze. Watching
Really?
it.
So obviously you watched it before this week?
Yeah, I watched it like so many times.
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
like,
So watching it as an adult now in a new place and time, how did you feel about it?
it was interesting because like there was like some scenes I never noticed where they brought up some topics, like in the dining scene, how a baby meant. There was like this quote where she was talking to her mom, and she brought up topics like the Vietnam War and like foreign kids in in Asia.
Yeah. She was like a Peace Corps chick. She wanted me to go to the Peace Corps. And she was like she was that kind of woman like that wants to save the world, which is, I didn't really pick that up the first time I watched the movie either. And it's kind of good to see that. Looking at it now, what was your favorite moment or favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite part where they're at the lake when he was like, Johnny's like trying to lift her and eventually she fell in the water.
Yeah, beautiful and funny. You could tell it's like real moments going on, and beautiful that area. Anything else you want to share with us about the movie, Nicole?
Yeah, I found out something interesting about the movie, how it's based on one of the screenwriters' life.
Yes, the writer
Yes.
Eleanor. She was called Baby. We saw she was called Baby when she was younger,
Baby
and
when she was
she
younger.
drew a lot of that whole thing from her story.
Her actual fact.
Which is fascinating, which I think is great for people that are out there writing scripts, movies, or books. Of course, there's a lot of great writers out there that can make up worlds and world building. But a lot of times, when I give classes or talk to young artists or newer artists, I'll go, write what you know. Because if you write what you know, you at least know what it felt like for you. You kind of depict some of the story through yourself. And it's kind of a shortcut to get to the story.
Nobody knows your own story
Better
than yourself.
Right.
So that's why I think that's one of the reason that story got really successful and really huge, just because of that story. She knows better than not better than anybody else. She knows that story.
And she knows
It's
story
her
well.
story, yes.
So that's a great point. Nicole, it's a great point.
Yeah.
It's great for you to join us again in Westchester. Your
Thanks.
mom watched the movie. Tell her we said hi and thank you for watching the movie with you.
Okay.
Have a great rest of
Have
the
a
day
You too.
and a great week. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining.
Nicole, back in the house. So if you watch the film and you want to jump into the conversation, we want to talk to you guys, hashtag dance and request, and we're going to find you. And let's do this. Who else is here?
What is your favorite scene?
In the movie?
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good question. Man, there's so many dancings. I mean, the actor part of me. I mean, like, okay, the dancer part of me. Just the dancing, not even with Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey. Just when she rolls up into the party, like
With the watermelon?
and they're just bumping and grinding.
Yes.
I like love that scene because that's like that reminds me so much of how we used to dance growing up.
That dance?
Junior high, high school. We were like dirty dancing. That's what we did. It was like you're basically doing it on the dance floor with your clothes on. That's what we were doing, and it has that energy when they first get into the party, like, and you can see it on her face too. She's like, "Ooh, what's going on?" And you're like, "Yo, that's what it was about." Late night, midnight makeout sessions, slow dancing, grinding.
For that classic.
Classic. So I love that moment in the movie. But I love other moments. I love, of course, I always love the moment when the bad boy has his comeuppance and like. The father, like, I was wrong about you. Like, I always love that. Just kind of like, because I always felt like, because the movie's like rich and poor, but also for us growing up in blue collar neighborhoods and people of color, it's like when you watch a movie like this, we always felt like, that's really us. Like they use a white guy, but they're talking about people of color or something like that, and how you're viewed in classism and stuff like that. So for you to kind of like go, I was wrong about you, and you actually did some good shit. It's always like. Thank God, someone's gonna recognize something. What about you? What's your favorite moment?
My favorite moment is, that baby just carrying a watermelon the first time discover this underground dance club.
Not the same. You saw my moment.
Oh my God! Can I have the same moment?
Okay, whatever. I'm just saying.
I have the same feelings too.
Okay.
Damn it. Just kidding. And besides that, another my favorite scene is. Baby comes to her father and then apologize. That's the first time her as a character she discover herself as a woman. So I'm not a like little baby's daughter.
You're daddy's girl. Are you a daddy's girl?
I used to.
See, that's why.
But
it's a daddy's girl movie.
Oh my God! Stop it! What's wrong with the daddy's girl?
Nothing wrong with it. I'm saying it's a daddy's girl movie. It's beautiful too.
Because at the beginning of the movie, she said, "I can't find. There is no other man I will fall in love with like my dad loves me." Right. And she came up to her father. She just said, "You lied to me too," and then I'm sorry I lied, but you lied to me too. You always tell me you have to help the people who needs the help unconditionally.
Fathers and daughter relationship is a very unique relationship. And
at the time, I couldn't hold
myself. I saw you. I watched it with her. She was emotional. I turned to her. I was like,
I was crying.
I know. It's great.
Let me express myself.
It's great. Let's bring some people in here. Let's see some people in here.
Why Alice screaming to Dante?
She's loud. That's why. She's
no, I'm not.
Let's bring in some other folk in here. Let's bring in.
Bring anyone.
All right.
Who do you feel like?
I don't know. Just picking up some people. Boom. Hi. What's your name?
My name's Emily.
What's up, Emily? Where are you calling from?
Chicago.
Oh,
shout out to Chicago. So, did you watch this movie this week, or have you watched it?
Yeah, I watched it this morning.
Awesome.
Oh my God.
And
so
have you seen it before?
No, this was my first time watching.
This is your first time seeing it?
Yeah, my mom's always been a huge fan, but I've never actually gotten around to watching it.
Oh, wow. So you're, and how old are you? Are you in high school or college?
Yeah, I'm going into sophomore year.
So. Oh, wow. Shout out to Emily, sophomore year. So you're like fresh eyes, new generation seeing this movie for the first time.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. We were talking because we've seen it over our lives and revisiting it. How did you see it as a teenager, 2020? What's going on?
I watched it on Amazon Prime on my phone.
Oh, wow.
It was really interesting. I've always heard really good things about it from my family. So, finally being able to watch it and actually experience, the big iconic lines and all that, it was really fun.
Right. And what did you feel? Did you feel like it was cheesy or corny, or did you kind of get caught up in it? Did you caught up in the love story?
For romance, I literally enemies to lovers, all those tropes that were in the movie, I love them all.
Oh, great.
Yeah, me and my sisters, we watched romance movies and TV shows and all that time. So we have a lot of good memories watching movies and TV shows. So yeah.
That's amazing.
It's
What did you
just-
think about Jennifer Grey?
I thought she was really talented. I mean, I remember one time my dad and my parents were watching a documentary about like facts about the movie, and I learned a lot of stuff, but I haven't even watched the movie, so I was like, just kind of like, yeah. But I
She
thought
was so
really
charming,
talented.
right?
She is charming.
And you know, there's a thing that people always talk about, like she wasn't the conventionally prettiest girl that star in the movie, and it was a big thing. And then, but as you watch the movie,
You fall in love with
yeah,
this
you kind
girl.
of fall for it. Like by the time she's dancing on the bridge and stuff, I'm like, man, she's super cute. By the time she hooks up with Patrick Swayze, you're like, this chick is hot, super hot.
Yeah.
What did you think about Patrick Swayze?
Oof, I love him. You know, when he first showed up on the screen, I was like, oh, stop it.
Oh my God!
He's been my mom's celebrity crush, so like it was fun for me to. Yeah, it was fun for me to like actually watch it.
He has beautiful eyes, though, isn't he?
You know, he's like that dude. I was saying, because he's like that white boy country dude that could dance and got swag. I was like, he was Justin Timberlake before Justin Timberlake.
Oh yeah,
and I love his accent. Like when he's like in the behind the scene, he's like to drop some like thing. Like
I think he's from Texas. I think he's from Texas.
That guts me. Like he's like at the accent.
I love that
like,
the new generation's watching the movie, fresh eyes, new time.
I still fall in love
and
with the
still
Patrick.
down with the movie. So give us, before you go ahead, give us your favorite moment or scene in the movie.
I think I liked the montage a lot where he was like teaching her everything, all the moves, because like you could tell like the journey they were going through and all that, because at the beginning she was like super inexperienced, and then as it went on she got better and better, and their chemistry was increasing too. So yeah.
Beautiful.
When she walks out from the bridge and she just stops it and it.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
and just like
before we let you go, what did you think about the soundtrack?
Oh gosh, I mean, I love old music as well. Like I listen to all types of music. So like hearing like, I don't know if vintage is the right word, but older music, it's just it was great. And like they paired it so well with all the moments that were going on in the movie as well. Sorry, I'm a little nervous, but sorry.
No, well, you're doing great. That is beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Emily.
Thank you.
Shout out to your mom, Patrick Swayze fan from back in the day. Tell her we said hi. Thank you for watching the movie with us.
Thank you for watching the movie.
And shout out to Chicago. Keep watching with us and come join us again.
Of course, yeah.
All right,
Bye.
Bye. So cool. Emily, shout out to Chicago.
It's from 2020.
We have a time for a few more people. Let's get some folks in from wherever. I can't. It doesn't. Can you touch that thing?
Do you need help?
I do need help.
I'll help you.
Baby.
It feels so good.
There it is. Pick one. Pick anyone.
Let's do anyone. Okay, I'm just gonna pick the first person.
Go for it.
Okay. Hopefully that's
first person on the list is Cognac Queen. The homie Vika is back.
Hello.
Oh,
yo!
Oh my God! I got her.
I'm back.
Cognac Queen, you're top on the list.
You're top on the list. I got you.
Boss is back in the house. Did you watch the movie this week, Vika?
Yeah. Oh my God, I've watched this movie for years. This was like my favorite movie when I was younger. I've seen it like 100 times.
Before you say anything, are you at work right now?
You're still at work?
Always at work.
Vika is a gangster just calling in for live work. We don't care. Okay, so tell us while you're at work right quick, your favorite moment. She's from, for people out there who don't know, she's from Boston. Shout out to Boston.
Shout out to Boston.
What is your favorite scene or moment in the movie?
Oh, I like the scene where Patrick Swayze and her are walking and they see her dad. And Patrick Swayze said, I had a dream your dad and I were walking the same way and he had his
arm around you like he had his arm around Robbie's ass, huh?
It was so cute. It was like the scene of like, okay, he's not being accepted because he's poor and like looked at in a different way. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, that scene like left a mark on me. Like when I watched it this time, when I was younger, obviously the classic scenes of like their romance and stuff like that.
Totally.
That bit was a little bit cheesy, but like there's deeper messages that are really cool from the
movie. I didn't get all the deeper messages either when I was young, and seeing it now, so many deep messages. That scene in particular is heavy scene. It's like a very small thing, and she's like trying to save the world, do all this stuff, and she's trying to fight behind the scenes to get the girl the abortion money and fight for them. But then it's like you see my dad and we hide. You're like, okay, so you all list behind the scenes, but when it's like, you don't want to be seen with me in broad daylight with the one guy that matters to you. That's like kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for him to go like, I kind of just want to be regular with you. How come we can't be like that?
Yeah, the abortion thing, and also like to see like the thoughts of like people at the time. Like, they were showing like mentality of the 50s. So like in the 50s, people were like, oh, if you're like sleeping around, you're like a hoe or whatever. And she was like,
Right.
I really thought he loved me. I'm like, I feel like nowadays people won't really judge you if you're like sleeping around like that. They're like, yeah, I need like the abortion. They care more about like you as an individual. But back then,
nowadays you're just savage. Nowadays you're just a savage out here.
I knew it. I knew it. He's gonna say that. I knew it. He's always tried anyway to make you feel embarrassed.
No, I would never, never,
guilty.
never.
You literally call me daddy's girl.
You're gonna call me out.
He just made me feel a daddy's girl. He just
Never.
coming to call me out. You're daddy's girl. Like I used to when I was little, but not anymore. Like
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Alex,
Savages being good is a beautiful thing. Shout out to savages.
Shout out to savages. Yo, who was talking about me? I was talking about that girl, but okay, if you want to make it
Boston Batty. People hitting up the chat with Boston Batty up in here.
Oh my god. By the way, your stream is so lagged. Like we are all like 10 minutes behind.
Oh wow. Well, thank you for joining us again.
Thank you for joining
with that dope
yeah,
insight.
So
Shout out to Boston. I'll see you on the rip. I'm gonna need some help later on in my promos.
See you on Wednesday.
All right. Later.
Bye. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Cognac Queen in the house. Okay, we have some time. We have time about one or two more. I want to talk before I bring someone in. We were talking when I watched the film. So Patrick Swayze is a heartthrob, and he's got his shirt off in a lot of the movies.
You've been saying this all
I know,
the
but what's
time
crazy is,
because
which is cool. I'm like, yeah, this dude, she really just kind of, the dude got no shirt on. But what the crazy thing that's cool about it is Patrick is just like, I mean, he's in shape and he's a dancer and he's fit.
no shirt and whole.
And he's like not wearing a shirt half the movie, but he's not like super shredded like the guys today. And friends of mine too that we do films and television, when you see the guys, they're so shredded, but they've been like, it's kind of like what they did with women back in the day too, where these guys don't really look like this. For them to look this way, they're like not eating for a few weeks. They're getting like unhealthily below their body fat level just so they can be like shredded out, 6-pack, all the muscles rippling.
Super perfect,
just so they can get out of bed like natural. Like, oh yeah, they're like, that ain't natural. That looks superposed, and it is. And it's not.
You body shaming of the six-pack people?
No, I'm not body shaming six-pack people. I'm saying for everyone else, like that stuff's not
That's
real.
Right. That's right.
But when you look at Patrick Swayze in this movie,
Natural.
He's natural. I mean, he's fit. He looks great, but it's real. It's not like he was in the back starving himself, drinking juice for 6
What
weeks.
makes you pay attention to his body?
No, because actor men, just like women in the industry, we get really, they're not shaming. It's just like you're so super conscious of how you're supposed to look and how you're supposed to be. And if you got to be topless, if you got to do something.
Remember.
And it's like really, it's pressure. And it used to be for women, and now it's solely for women. Now it's women and men.
I remember 10 years ago, and the first time I went to American Got Talent, which is Chinese version, China Got Talent. We had a training, like we have 2 months of training, locked up, no phones, food, everything is so restricted. You can't allow to eat meat. I grew up eating meat, and it's out of the nowhere. I'm moving to Shanghai, and then no meat, and you only eat vegetable whatsoever, no carbs, no meat. You have to work on everything. Like it's just 2 months for training, like work on your body, lose your weight. Right, you can't gain a lot of weight. Every morning, first thing, what we do, there's a contest. There's a like people comes to our place, check your body weight.
Yeah, see that kind of stuff.
Check your body.
And I get it.
It's
what you eat. I know it's our industry, but it's also a little bit of like not healthy. It's not healthy for us doing it. It's not healthy for and what we put out there in the world as artists for like the next generation of people watching it and judging themselves on what you're doing. It's not healthy. All
country still has that value. Like you have to be certain way in order to be an artist. Like,
so can we get a few? We're gonna try to get a few more people in here.
Let's bring our.
We got this one guy, TJ, and then
let's bring our. Okay.
TJ. We probably need 2 more people.
Okay.
TJ,
Hello.
what's up?
TJ.
What's up? Where are you calling from, TJ? I saw you said you had some facts you want to drop on us.
Yeah, we have like 10 minutes of difference here, or I don't know how much time.
All good, all good.
It's fine.
Where are you calling from?
From Tijuana, Mexico.
Tijuana. Oh wow! Shout out Mexico. So
Mexico.
so what's your name?
Luis Crespo.
So the TJ, the first is for Tijuana.
Yeah.
Reese. So
Actually, before anything, we are a program, and we're doing interviews with different artists, and we want to interview you.
Oh,
So,
cool. Hit me up. Hit me up. We can try to arrange that. I can see a lot of movies in your background, so that's great.
Yeah.
What do you want to tell us about Dirty Dancing?
Well, I don't know if you guys seen the documentary, the movie that made us.
Yeah, we saw some.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I just joined the live, so I don't know how much
Information.
facts. Yeah.
Any facts you want to drop on us, or just share with us like your favorite moment or scenes in the movie, or like what it meant to you.
Well, I think my favorite moment is the last dance, and when they dance, and how it's called,
the mamba.
Yeah.
On the tree. Yes. On the tree.
On
and
the
they're
tree.
standing up
Yeah, on the tree.
And start dancing.
Yeah.
Are you a filmmaker or?
No, I'm an actor.
You're an actor. Oh, awesome.
A singer.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. I don't know some facts. Do you know that Patrick didn't? No, Jennifer didn't like Patrick.
Oh, really?
Because
yeah,
they had problems on another film.
Yeah, they were in Red Dawn together, which is a movie that I loved also, and I forgot that she was in Red Dawn, but that's great. And she died in Red Dawn. You've seen the movie? It's a good movie.
And I don't know what else. It's because I seen the documentary last year.
Really? So you're an actor. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, I just gonna say that they dance without the music.
Oh yeah.
Yes, with
they danced without the movie because they couldn't get all the music.
At that time, the music supervisor couldn't deliver the project, and then Michael Lloyd saved the project.
Yes. So they did a lot of the movie, like Reese is saying, they danced to all the dancing just on a click track, which is amazing, and it turned out so beautiful. So you're an actor, and you also interview people for a podcast or for?
No, it's a program. It's a program, and we interview some artists, and we talk about his career and some random questions to know them better.
Awesome.
Well, you can see some interviews on our Instagram.
Okay.
And in our YouTube channel, it's called Tia Entre Estrellas, and we interview Hunter March from Sugar Rush.
Okay.
And we're trying to get more people.
Hit me up. Hit me on the DM. I'll get back to you, and then we can try to schedule something.
Nice.
Shout out to Reese from TJ. I miss Tijuana. Hopefully I get back down there when also pandemic is down.
Perfect.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
Great to see
Gracias.
You.
Bye.
Bye. And then we're probably about time for one more person.
Let's bring our old friend. Where is the?
I think I saw
Let me help you.
Oh, please help. Please help. Please help. I can't. This is not working for my fingers.
Here it is.
You're here.
There it is.
There it is.
All right, let's bring.
On top.
Here. Let's bring our friend, Cat.
Cat Daddy.
She's gonna drop a great knowledge.
I hope so. Yo, Cat. Oh! Cat got that blue lips on.
Bam.
With the earrings.
That's beautiful.
The whole look is killing the game.
Makeup artist killing the game.
All right, Cat, drop it on us. How'd you feel about this movie in a new space and time?
And it's my first time seeing it, so it's always interesting.
What?
I know.
Don't get surprised when people doesn't have the same experience with you.
I'm just saying, it's such a classic. It's such a classic.
Well, people covered so many good things. So something I think that hasn't been mentioned yet was how I really appreciate how a lot of healthy dynamics and relationships are shown, not just the two main characters. Like, first of all, it shows like so many movies are just, they're instantly in love, right? But it actually shows like they have to kind of struggle, and there's actually like work put into how they bonded, like teaching each other to dance. Like the relationship between the father and her, like they both owned up to each other, like said, hey,
yeah, they both did. Yeah,
like,
they
we
both
don't get
did.
to see that much. And also the platonic like relationship between Penny, like the first amazing dance we see, and Johnny, and how it shows like women that aren't tearing each other down, which I don't think is seen a lot. Like they could have easily, like Penny and Baby could have easily been like, you know, and there's a place,
rivals, right?
Yeah, there's a place for mean girls in movies. Alice has played one. Like we need to see that, because that happens, right? But for it to always be expected,
right?
You know, so I really appreciated this story, and I looked, and it's written by a woman, and not that like men can't write stories, but it shows, you know, when you listen to women's voices and their perspective.
It's important for women to tell stories and tell their stories from their point of view. It has a different tone than when guys tell it.
And yesterday, the producer talked to Derek Kessler. He said, nobody done it before. That type of the Dirty Dancing style, like bring the underground dance into that class,
right?
The higher class, in whatever the class they try to demonstrate. It's nobody done it. Cast Baby. That type of the Baby, nobody did it. Everything was first timer. So people like scared to, like head of the producers, like head of everyone, was scared to put out the money.
It was hard for them to get the movie made, for sure.
Yes, it's scared, and it's nobody scared to doing the first thing.
Right.
So after they done it, and then they followed that path.
Totally.
So it's just the first time women directing. I mean, women writers.
And a woman's story like
woman's story and a woman's perspective.
With abortion.
That
crazy.
part.
Yeah, it's heavy. The movie was heavier than I remember it being when I was young. I just remember like the romance and the dancing, and then when you watch it now, it's like, this movie is heavy. There's like classism, there's like racism, there's like all this stuff that they're commenting on.
Like good movies, you know.
I literally sat down and thought about it as a producer and a director and a writer now. It's a perfect film. Like I'm watching movies, like it's such a perfect movie. So,
and then I want to say that film was shot it on 14 days, low, like super low budget.
Well, the one's 14 days, but they shot another section
of it, and super low budget.
But super low budget for that time.
I remember you shot your film in like 16
14 days. 14 days. Yeah.
So is it gonna be Asian Dirty Dancing legendary film?
Look, we don't know.
I'm gonna give you.
We'll let you guys know when my film's ready to be seen. We just finished it, so we're gonna be figuring out how to screen it later on this year.
It's gonna be.
But it's a perfect movie, Dirty Dancing. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. It's so beautiful. Next week we're watching Amélie, which is a French film, Oscar-winning film. Join us next Monday, 3 p.m. Thank you guys for joining us. Always a pleasure for everyone who came in. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to Pony Black.
Pinoy
Blackfield,
Alicia Studios,
Alicia Studio,
Romantic Virgo, Cognac Queen as always, Stupid Tav, what's up?
Stupid
so the pop Tav, I escaped my mouth. Anyway, thank you guys, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Have a great week. Bye. You want to say anything like in another language? Say it in Uyghur. Say goodbye in Uyghur Mandarin to people out there. I like how it's good.
Hush, everyone.
Hush.
Hush.